Be the sort of weird guy that just doesn't use a phone. Just honestly, this is probably the best decision that I've ever made in my entire life. One of the best decisions. Be the guy who doesn't really need to use his phone. Now, disclaimer, I'm not perfect. There are days where I want to go on Instagram. There are days where I post something on my story, or I want to post something on my story in the private account that I have, or in the multiple accounts that I have. But on a global overall scale, one of the best decisions that I've made in my life was being a kid at the age of 18 when I made this decision to just not use a phone. Live like a grandpa. Genuinely. It's not as extreme as you think. I'm telling you right now. Because the issue becomes is that we use our phones and our devices as a crutch. Because the phone is a place where you can literally do anything you want. Or if you want to trick your brain into doing sexual intercourse, you can go on phub.com. If you want to pretend like tell your brain that you're winning at life, you can go play Clash Royale, like all the kids are freaking doing. I don't know what the frick they're playing. If you want to pretend like you have all the friends in the world and you have all the validation in the world, you can do that through Instagram. They're all fake. So whenever life gets difficult, whenever life gets tough, we use those as crutches, pretending like we're living a good life when we're not. And you know what the issue is? We then use our brains. Our brains then become used to always looking for the short-term option. Our brains automatically become wired to seek the fake pleasure. Now, our brains are already wired, right? Like our brains are already wired to seek the easiest option because it's for survival needs, right? It doesn't want to exert its energy. That's fine. This is why we have discipline. This is why we have willpower for a reason, right? But there's difference between wanting our brain wanting to like not exert energy to using fake ways of getting what you want to get the real way. You know what I'm trying to say? Like in real life, all you wanna do is you wanna have purpose. You want your life to be fun. You want your life to be fulfilling. You want your life to be enjoyable. You want to have real connection, real friends, real family, real status. You want to be known in the streets, whatever in the streets in your neighborhood. You want in your community. We want to have all of that. We get that all in the fake way. We live life through other people. How? By watching their videos of them living life on social media. Your brain is getting a little bit. It thinks, I'm getting a little bit, of his energy, and we act as if nothing is going on. You know, I don't make these videos for me to be a guru. Like I genuinely don't make these videos so that I know everything. Like guys, this channel is just me documenting my journey and sharing my thoughts and my lessons and just making videos that can help people. And what I want to say is that one of the best decisions that I've ever made was not just being a grandpa, or at least in this aspect. Not because it made me more money, technically it kind of did, but not because it made me more jacked, even though it kind of did. But you know what I'm trying to say? It's not because of that, even though I did get bigger in the gym, even though I did make money online, but because it fulfilled my life. You see, fulfillment actually comes from doing the very thing that me and you are trying to escape. If you want your life to be fulfilling and happy and whatever, that comes from doing exactly what you are trying to escape with these habits, like scrolling and stuff like that. That's the scariest thing, is that we don't understand that the life that we want to live secretly deep down is from the work that we're trying to escape. And then we complain about why I'm not happy with life and I'm depressed and I'm lazy. You gotta change your perspective on what work is. Instead of running away from the work like a child, you decide to become the man and someone bigger than that, someone more responsible, someone more successful. You then decide to become the man who goes through the work anyway. And this is the hardest thing in life, but this is the only thing in life that you have to do. Truly is, can I do the work regardless? Can I do the work? Am I running away from the work? This is what differentiates a man and a boy. The boy can go to daddy, he can go to mama, he can ask them for their help, or it's nothing wrong to ask for help, but he can ask them to do it for them. But the man, he must get it done because he takes responsibility of his life. Because I realized that this was the very thing that was just not keeping me lazy and weak, but this was the very thing that made me depressed. So why am I sitting here and trying to defend the very things that are making me depressed? That does not make any sense. Why am I trying to defend the things that are making my life bad? Why am I defending the things that is actively polluting my brain? Why can I not defend the version of me that wants to become successful, that wants to be a hard worker? Start seeing yourself as a hard worker. Start seeing yourself as someone who can go through pain, because that's where happiness resides. Start seeing yourself as someone who wants to go through pain, because that's what makes him the man. When you can welcome that and when you can become that person and that man, TikTok is not going to stop you anymore. And that's exactly what I did. I realized I wanted to be someone better. I realized I wanted to be someone more successful. I wanted to be someone with more money and more looks and whatever. And I realized that's what I have to do. But there's no denying it. You have to go through the pain. There's no avoiding that. You have to go through the discomfort that you're trying to run away from. But you know what's beautiful is that at the end of that is a beautiful version of you. The discomfort molds you. The discomfort changes you. The discomfort, with the permission of God, God makes you go through the discomfort in your day-to-day life so that you can become a stronger, more better version of yourself. The version of yourself that's being crafted with the permission of God is only gonna happen once you go through the wall of fire, as Charlie Morgan says. Or you have to go through the furnace. Okay, we all played Minecraft growing up, right? We all played Minecraft. What happens when you get the iron ore? You have to put it inside the furnace so that it can heat up and then it comes as iron. Or, you know what I'm trying to say? Or gold. You have to heat it up, right? You have to heat it up in the furnace when it's hot, when it's discomfortable, when it's uncomfortable, when it's ugly, but it comes out as freaking gold, as shiny gold. Same thing with life, same thing with us. I know I started this video talking about being the guy who doesn't use phones. Now I'm talking about this, which is going through the hard work, but this is the issue. The reason why you're someone who's going on his phone all the time is because you're trying to escape the hard work. That's the only reason why. To become the guy who doesn't need to see anything with his phone, who doesn't really use his phone, and become the person who can go through the hard work necessary. That's all that's required. That's your only requirement of life. That's all God wants to see from you and wants to see from me. So let's both kill it together. Let's both kill 2026 with this mindset. But the mindset is enough, because if this mindset isn't allowing you to go through discomfort, either way, no matter how you avoid it, you have to go through discomfort. There's no running away from it. Whether what you try, I don't know, I don't care. When the work needs to be done, it needs to be done. If you don't do the work, don't cry about the result you got. If you do the work, congratulations, you get rewarded for it. God rewards you. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let's both kill 2026. If you're new, if you don't know who I am, my name is Rayan, and I document my journey to becoming the most capable version of myself, to becoming the version of myself that's, you know, super successful, I guess. Successful, not just successful, but a better man. Someone who's more disciplined, more grounded, has more values, and is inspiring to other people. And I'm just documenting the entire journey from going from a kid watching TikTok, addicted to who knows what habits at this point, bro. Video games, failing university, a failure, a loser. We all have that story, but being rejected so many times, and just a freaking sorry kid, to taking advantage and more so taking responsibility for my life, and just making something of this life that, you know, God, that God gave us. And so if you're new, just consider subscribing. Other than that, boys, I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Assalamu alaikum.